downtown can be very difficult. There are a few things you need to know before you get on the roads. First of all, never drive too fast. You never know what's going to pop out at you. Second, make sure you always look for crosswalks, such as that one. Now, speaking of crosswalks, this crosswalk is a very busy crosswalk where cars usually just zoom past it and don't pay attention to the pedestrians at all. If you're coming from the other way, you can't even see the crosswalk because the bushes are in the way. So people always go by on that side without seeing the pedestrians. We're coming up on a very busy part of downtown, which is the roundabout. And this is where there's a lot of congestion, especially during rush hour, which is around between 4 and 6. And right now it's right after lunch, so there's not that many people driving through, but there's still quite a bit. And if you know that you're going to get off on a road that's really close to the beginning of the roundabout, then stay in the outside lane. But if you know you're getting off on one of the end roads, such as that one over there, then stay in the inside lane. Right here is the statue, which if you're not from here, you're probably going to be looking at it while you're driving around. And that's what makes some people go really slow in the roundabout, so make sure you're not speeding around the corner or you'll probably rear end someone. Once you get off on your street, make sure you pay attention to crosswalks such as this one, because it's very hard to see for the drivers and they're coming around the circle so fast they might not be paying attention. Once you get off your street at the roundabout, make sure you look for stop signs and stoplights. Some stoplights are right off the roundabout and some are a little farther back. This one is kind of tricky because once you get past the stoplight, there's a one-way street. This stoplight has two different lights for two different streets, and you have to make sure you're paying attention to the right light because right here, well, it was just one light was green and one light was red, so make sure you're watching the right lights. Right past that light is what I was talking about, the one-way street. Make sure you always follow the lines when you're driving down here, because if you don't follow the lines, you'll turn right here and it'll be a one-way street going the wrong way, so make sure you follow the curbs. This is a typical downtown road. You have people parallel parked on the side, but also on the other side of the street you have the Chewy's valet parking. So if you're coming from Division Street and coming down here to take a left, it gets really crowded whenever valet parkers are trying to park and backing in and out. This road is really crazy. Once you get past this light that we were just looking at, the road, you have to merge to the left or else you're going to hit the parallel parking in the right lane. So make sure you merge over or you'll hit the parked cars. This is a perfect example of what I was talking about, how they have to merge over, like this truck is doing right now. Sometimes there's closed sidewalks because of construction or parties or anything really. And so make sure when you're driving down the street, you look for pedestrians walking in the street because the sidewalks are closed. Make sure when you're driving down the street, you look at the turning lanes, because on this street it randomly turns into a turning lane. It goes from 2 lanes to 1. So I just saw a near miss of someone trying to get out of the turning lane and another car zooming by. Now that we're approaching a circle from the other side, there's some random side streets over here on this side. So make sure when you're coming out to the circle, you look for the cars that are coming out of the driveways of the different business places.